Next, what we're gonna work on is we're gonna work on trying to fire up and load the glute, the back corner pocket. So if you had pockets in your pants, you're gonna put your hands in them, that's exactly where we wanna be feeling this movement. To start, we're gonna start and set up exactly like we just did in that hip rocker stretch. But now what we're going to do is we're just gonna shift the body slightly over to the side. So I'm gonna take my hands and I'm just, instead of being here, I'm placing them here. So one's gonna be a little bit outside that knee. What I'm looking for on this is that we are going to shift the hip slightly over. So we're getting the hip a little bit more over that knee, maybe a little bit outside. We should feel that back corner pocket glute lighting up. And we want the nose directly in line with the knee. Everything else stays the same. So we should feel that back corner pocket lighting up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one leg and we're gonna tuck it directly behind. So from the front view, that leg disappears. So we're keeping in that position, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start bringing that leg back and then bring that down. I wanna actively still work on keeping the nose over the knee. I want the pressure on the top of that foot, driving down into the shin, drive the shin into the ground. You should get the quad kicking in, and you should definitely feel that back corner pocket firing up. If you feel it transfer a little bit to the front side of the hip, that's okay, but it's more important to be pushing down on the top side of that foot and into the shin to fire up that glute and the quad. If we can kind of, if we want to play around with this position, we can kind of lift those hands up. And we still want to be knees over nose, and this should really be loading. We should be focusing on driving that foot into the ground and fire up that back corner pocket. Good. Slowly come up out of there. Bring those feet back into a hip rocker position, and we're going to do the other side now. So take those hands, slightly make that adjustment. One hand's going to be on the outside, the other one's coming a little bit towards the center line of the chest or in between the knees. We're going to shift the hip over, which is also going to help get the knee and the nose in line. And then we're going to kind of feel where that glute is kicking in, bring that leg back, tuck it behind. If you need to make a small little adjustment to the front ankle, you can. Check down and make sure that knee is over the nose, that hip is pushing out a little bit to the side. We're still having that tail back, crown forward. Drive that ankle and that shin into the ground, and then you can kind of bring that leg a little bit further back and really load that back corner pocket. Once again, we're driving the top of the foot, the shin into the ground. We should feel that back corner pocket, that glute really lighting up in this position. Press and hold. Good, and then we're slowly come up out of that.